Hey everyone.
Hi, friends.
I wanted to bring you up to speed with a couple of things Bria will share and I'll share. The first one, I just wanted to talk about accountability. And one of our donors actually brought this to our attention yesterday, and it's a really, really important point. And the donor went on to the Modern Day website and wrote to us and said, hey, is there any spiritual accountability associated with modern day? And they were concerned about this, and rightly so. With Mission Go, they were a spiritual covering for us, and which was amazing. So now that we're switching agencies, what does that look like? Well, the short answer is no, they don't offer that as part of their structure. However, they really took us to task in our application process about our local church, our pastor, whether our church is in support of what we're doing. Do they know what we're doing? Do they know how we do it? All of those kinds of things. And so Bree and I have recently started attending Kenmore Alliance Church, which is basically right across the lawn from us. Which is amazing. We are still associated with the church we went to for a long time and I worked at for a long time, the chapel. But with their blessing, we started going to this neighborhood church because that's where our neighbors will want to attend if they go to church with us. And hopefully some of them will start coming with us. But we are becoming members of that church. Adam, the pastor there, and I are already in accountability with one another. We've been friends for years. Adam actually married Bria and I in Ukraine and understands our association and our work and ministry in Ukraine. So to the answer of, do we have accountability? The answer is yes. And we're really, really grateful for that. Ministry leaders, pastors, missionaries all need to have accountability in their lives. And help you direct in the way that you should go, and making decisions and having wisdom to be spoken into your life. And so Bree and I are really grateful for that, for both Adam and his wife Molly, as well as with Kenmore Alliance Church in general. So we are becoming closely, more affiliated with them, which sort of leads us to the second component of this of this video, where Bree's just going to talk about some ministry stuff that's happening.
Ministry this year is going to look a little bit different than we thought, than we imagined at the beginning of the year, and than it has the last year or two. So unexpectedly, the Lord presented an opportunity through our neighborhood church where we now attend, Kenmore Alliance, to bring us on as the worship directors, the worship leaders of the church. The lady who has been the worship director at Kenmore was stepping down, and they were looking for someone else, and they said, hey, would y'all just, we know that you have a crazy schedule, but would you just consider it and pray about it? And at first we were pretty adamant that, like, no, we don't think that this is for us. You know, our lives look very different. But we started praying about it and seeking counsel from other people in our lives and thinking about it. And eventually we were like, yeah, this actually really seems to line up with what the Lord has called us to do, the gifts that he's given us, him calling us to Kenmore Alliance right before this. And the great thing is that Kenmore Alliance is a missionary church, and they were like, we would love to have missionaries on our church staff. So it is a part-time position, and it's just a part-time for one of us, even though both of us will be doing it. So it's still kind of like part-time employment, part-time missionary work, basically. But we've started in on that. We're sort of in transition with the former worship director. She's sort of teaching us the ropes, and it's actually a lot. It's a lot more than I imagined it would be. But it's really good. We're meeting the team and getting to know people. We'll be heading to rehearsal in just a couple hours here. And it's going really well. We really love it. It's definitely a change. It will mean that we will be closer to home more often. Probably not taking quite so many concert engagements on the weekends and stuff because we need to be here at the church for worship. But the church is very supportive of us continuing to go to Ukraine, to take trips to Ukraine, and where it allows to travel during the weeks, as long as, we can be here most of the time. So this year will look a little bit different than last year, but we're excited about it. It's going well.
Yeah, we're headed to Ukraine in 2.5, 3 weeks. We'll be gone for 2 weeks. And then we've got a sprinkling of different ministry events. Bria's going to be speaking at a ministry event probably in April and May.
Beginning of May.
Which is great. And we'll probably be going back to Ukraine in the late summer, fall. We want to give time with the church, like through the summer, of just consistent time there. So we're still supporting the pastors. We're still going to be doing work with Ukraine, talking to Ukrainian folks throughout the week, soldiers, guys that I'm meeting with and talking with during the day. Bria has different networking capabilities and stuff, just like we have always done. So it is not diminishing our work with Ukraine at all, but we know that we need to be closely tethered to the local church for this period of time in our lives. And so we're really grateful for the opportunity. So continue to pray for us as we are here, and then we're gone, and then we're back, and then we're gone. And, it's the crazy life that God has given us, but we will be slightly more tethered, which is a really good thing, both from a scheduling standpoint and from an accountability standpoint, because that's really, really important to us. So, we love you guys. And if you have any questions, please, we want to be open books to all of you. We're grateful for your prayers, your love, your support. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.